Hi children, this is Miss Yasmin. The lesson we are going to do today is in your workbook, page 28. It's on festivals. Okay, so let's see what the lesson is telling us. The people in Sri Lanka celebrate many festivals. Let's see what some of them are. So you all know in Sri Lanka we have a multicultural community. No? So we have people who are Hindus, who are Muslims, who are Buddhist and who are Christians. So we see that there are different celebrations for these religions. So let's see what they are. Sinhala and Tamil New Year. The Sinhala and Tamil New Year is celebrated by the Buddhist and Hindus of Sri Lanka on the 14th of April every year. So every year this is the date that the Sinhalese and the Tamils celebrate their New Year. So this day doesn't change. No? So it's always on the 14th of April. This is a very traditional festival with many customs. The New Year dawns at an auspicious time. Everyone dresses in new clothes and children worship with sleeves of betel to their parents and elders for blessings. No? So what do? So the Buddhist children would know and the Tamil children also would know what the traditions are. No? So for the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, they have a time, an auspicious time. No? So the New Year dawns at that time for them. So what do? They wear new clothes, and they worship the parents with betel leaves. They are elders. There is a time that they worship their elders with betel leaves. An attractive feature of the celebration is women sitting around a big drum or rabana giving rhymes or rhyming verses. Right. So what do? I am sure all of us know, because we are Sri Lankans, we know during this time we heard the rabana, or the drum, where these women sit around it like it shows in the picture on page 28, and they play it. They play it to a tune, to a certain tune or a rhythm. And then we see that, there are people who are going on the swing, and there are different New Year games. I'm sure all of us, we know what these games are. Okay. Many sweet meals like milk rice and cookies like keong, cookies, atirasa and asmi are prepared specially for Aurudu or New Year celebration. So we see children, for every celebration, each religion, they have a specific food item that they make. So we see that the keong, cookies and atiraha and asmi are the specialities during the Aurudu season. I'm sure some of us get it from our neighbors as well. After the dawn of New Year, we see that they share food with us and this is what they give us. Okay, so that is about the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. Now on page 29, Diwali. Diwali is a festival of lights. Hindus all around the world celebrate Diwali. Crackers, oil lamps and sparkles are an attractive feature of this festival. On this day, Hindus pray to God Krishna. So now Diwali, so all the Hindu children will know what this festival is. It's on Diwali. So Diwali, they say, is a celebration. It's a celebration where they have crackers and oil lamps. Diwali is the celebration of light. And we see that the Hindus pray to God Krishna on this day. Okay, now page 30, Christmas. Christmas is on the 25th of December. It is the day that Christians celebrate the birth of Christ. So children, now every year, like New Year, Sinhala and Tamil New Year is celebrated on the 14th of April. Christmas is celebrated every year on the 25th of December. So this day doesn't change. This is the day that they celebrate Christmas. It is the day which Jesus Christ was born. The Christmas tree holds great significance at Christmas because Santa Claus leaves gifts under the Christmas tree in the night of Christmas Eve as a symbol of giving and sharing. So all of you know, you all have seen a Christmas tree. So Christians they put up a Christmas tree. So under the Christmas tree, Santa Claus comes and keep gifts under the tree for the people of the house or the children of the house. So this is a symbol of giving and sharing, to give and share with others. Okay, then page number 31, Idul Fitr or Idul Azha. Muslims celebrate these two festivals. Eid-ul Fitr is celebrated after the holy month of Ramadan. So they say Muslims, all the Muslim children, this would know this festival, no, how they celebrate this festival. So they say for the holy month of Ramzan, no, they celebrate Eid-ul Fitr. The Muslims celebrate this festival after fasting for 30 days. So they celebrate this festival after fasting for 30 days. Eid-ul Azha is a festival of sacrifice. Muslims all over the world celebrate this festival in honor of Prophet Ibrahim, who was willing to sacrifice his son for the sake of Allah. Okay, so this is the other the festival that they celebrate. It's Eid-ul Azha, no? It's a festival of sacrifice where the Prophet Ibrahim, who was willing to sacrifice his son for the sake of Allah. Okay, children. So you see that these festivals in Sri Lanka, these are the main festivals that we celebrate, no? So the Hindus and the Sinhalese Buddhists, they celebrate the Tamil New Year. Then the Hindus celebrate Diwali as well. Then the Christians celebrate Christmas, and the Muslims celebrate Eid-ul Fitr and Eid-ul Azha, no? So these are the celebrations. So like I said, here in Sri Lanka we have different religions, no? So we all celebrate this our festivals at these times. Okay, children, so this is the lesson for today. So let's see what they want us to remember. Okay, things to remember. In page 31, the Sinhala and Tamil New Year is celebrated by the Sinhalese and Hindus of Sri Lanka. Right. Number 2, Diwali is a festival of lights celebrated by Hindus. Number 3, Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Christ. Number 4, Eid-ul Fitr is celebrated by Muslims after the holy month of Ramadan. And number 5, Eid-ul Azha is celebrated by Muslims in honor of Prophet Ibrahim. Okay, children. So this is the lesson for today. Read it and go through it. I will be doing the rest of the lesson next time. Okay, bye.